Hey YouTube and all you Death Note fans out there, you know who it is, Alex.
And I'm Dele.
And welcome back, Shocker Boys YouTube channel where we watch, review, and give our opinion on your favourite anime and TV shows.
And before we go any further, I'm going to need you to do one thing.
What's that?
I'm going to hit that like button and subscribe so you can be the first to know when we upload new content. And if this ain't your first time, I don't know what you're doing, but all I'm going to say is don't be a pagan and hit that subscribe button. And today, we've got Death Note.
Yep.
Episode 10.
Yep.
And just a recap from last episode, we had Light meet L. I mean, technically you couldn't call it a meet. You basically got an innocent man being harassed by the police for no reason at all.
Well, in this case, he's guilty until proven innocent because he's moving shady.
There's no such thing.
That's the reason why they're harassing him. He's moving shady.
To be seconded by an officer or an investigator without any reason is ridiculous. And I'm just not here for it.
Can't say any reason when every single officer they've sent his way has mysteriously disappeared.
I mean, that was just one, and first...
It's not just one.
It was
not
one.
Just one.
It was one.
No, it's one that they know of. No. Let's not get twisted. It's one that they know of. That's different.
No.
Yes, it is.
It's one who killed himself by writing in the Death Note.
How'd you get a hold of the Death Note?
We don't know.
Oh, you don't know that, yeah?
You don't
know that, but you know that Light told him to do what he was doing.
No,
you saw that, right? And you know that Light was talking about how he didn't manage to kill L, right? You didn't see that, right?
What? No.
I don't want to hear it. No more.
We're just excited to see where this goes.
Yep.
The face-off between L and Light. And look, we're here for it. We want to see who comes out on top. So let's not waste no more time and let's get into it.
Let's do this. Now I have to tell me twice. Let's go. I just want to know what's Light's retaliation. Because L's going to go university with him, so what's the retaliation?
Ain't he a bit too old to be a university anyway?
I think he's probably not that much older than Light.
I never thought you'd ask me to play tennis as a way.
Actually, then again, yeah, he might be in his like mid-20s already, right?
When you first invited me to play, did you know how good I was?
Yes, I'll be fine though. It's been a while, but at one time I was actually the British Junior Champion.
What?
This is just a friendly...
I don't believe he can play tennis. I don't believe it.
Nadal versus Djokovic.
It's Kira, but I know Kira hates to lose.
You believe him that the way.
We're under orders from L not to discuss the case with anyone, including you.
I'm not asking for details here, just what you're doing and where.
I'm very...
Isn't that detailed?
That's details though.
You know, Yagami, it's been 4 months since this case came to the public's attention and they want results. People are saying that the NPA is incompetent, that L is incompetent.
With all due respect,
You are.
runs away with their tails between their legs and we're incompetent? Do you have any idea how many...
Yeah, let's not forget those bums who ran.
You know where they are right now. Having Sunday roast in their family, hasn't it?
What about this L character? Can he be trusted?
In my opinion, he's a lot more capable than we are.
I mean, the real question is, can anybody be trusted?
Speak. He's risking his life.
Come on.
He's playing a game of tennis.
Ah, they're watching.
Are these two really amateurs? Who are they anyway?
I think their names are Light Yagami and Hideki Yuga. These are the same two guys who scored perfect on the exam.
Relax, Light. While it's true that Kira hates losing, it's also true that most people would rather win than lose. It's human nature. Is he going to think that I'm Kira if I go for the win? I suppose I could just lose on purpose. But if I do, it could work against me. Since he'd expect Kira to want to win, he might also expect me to throw the match.
That's the game.
I'm not going to let him win.
Hey!
Look at that. He's going for the win.
That's 4 games all. Light Yagami to serve.
Just like that, we've got an umpire and...
I
can't believe this. I thought I'd heard the name Light Yagami somewhere before, so I checked. He was the 02-03 junior high tennis champion. Apparently, during the third-year awards ceremony, he announced that he was hanging up his racket. and I guess he hasn't played competitively since.
Hey, what about my Ryuga? Don't tell me you
Your Ryuga?
his own against this former junior.
Never even spoken to the guy.
I can see the wheels turning, Light Yagami. I'm already in your head.
There's no way this tennis match will deepen our friendship. This is a token gesture, an elaborate act we'll go through so we can say we're closer.
Because I wanted to play tennis with you, you'll assume that I'm preparing to take a step closer, laying the groundwork to get to know you better.
And then you're going to try and trap me by getting me to say something that only Kira would know.
However, I'm sure you'll tell me you need to know if you can trust me first. And of course, the only way to win your trust will be to share what I know about Kira.
If you want me to discuss Kira with you, it only makes sense that I'd want to ask for proof that you are in charge of the investigation, and more importantly, that you are really L as you say you are.
So it goes without saying that the first thing you're going to want from me is...
some kind of...
Yeah, we're watching a monologue or a tennis match.
I know, right?
RL, which means...
we'll have to go to Task Force headquarters.
in all things, one cannot win with defense alone. To win, you must attack!
Game set! Won by Light Yagami! 6 games to 4!
Oh wow, 6 games to 4.
What's that? I suspect that you, Light Yagami, are in fact Kira. Now, if you still want to ask me something, then please go ahead.
How do you come out with that?
You think I'm Kira?
Well, when I say I suspect you, it's only a 1% possibility. That aside, I don't mind telling you that once I'm sure you aren't Kira, and I can verify that your deductive skills are as strong as I think they are, I'd like nothing more than to have you work with me on this investigation.
1%, huh? That was well worded. Because no matter how little he says he suspects me,
He still suspects me.
it doesn't prevent me from meeting anyone on the task force. Al, do you know? Love Apple's Gods of Death. That doesn't sound right. And based on that, it's hard to believe that Kiddo would have wanted you to read it this way.
That's incorrect. The thing is, there were actually 4 photographs. When we add this one, it reads, L, do you know? Gods of death who love apples have red hands.
He's lying.
I never made any criminal write the letter in this. Seeing as I only had 3 photographs to work with, my deduction was perfect.
No, it wasn't. The truth is, there were 4 of them. If you'd figured that out, it would have been perfect. Even though you knew the message was incomplete, you decided that there were only 3 notes. You never even considered that there might be a 4th.
Who would?
Damn him. This wasn't just about gauging my deductive reasoning skills. He wanted to see what my reaction would be. If I keep falling for his tricks, I'll be playing right into his...
He said those 3.
Well, you got me there. I didn't think of that. In any case, the likelihood this message will lead you to Kira is not very great. But it's a double-edged sword. The more impressive my answers, the more of a suspect I become.
Yes, it's about 3% now. However, it's made me that much more determined to work with you on this investigation.
Oh, he's increasing the percent.
It would be to my benefit to have you working alongside us.
Yeah, because you want to keep him close, keep an eye on him.
Keep your enemies close.
Yeah.
If I cooperate, I'd be convinced if, say, my father or someone else from the task force headquarters was able to confirm your identity. If you can't do that, then I'm afraid I just won't be able to help you.
You sure talk a lot, don't you? We've got 7%.
Yeah. Come on now, come on.
Yes?
Ryuzaki, I have some bad news.
Light, your father is...
Light, it's your...
My father, he had a heart attack.
Wait, what?
Did you try to kill his father?
No.
No.
That's correct. This man is L. To protect his identity, we on the task force refer to him as Ryuzaki. But make no mistake, it's him.
This guy is the very same man who's been controlling the police up to this point. If I get rid of him and the rest of the investigative team, No, let's face it, it wouldn't be that simple. There's no need to rush. I have time to sit back and watch. But for now, I'm the Light Yagami who's worried for his father.
So, Ryuzaki, Now that you've had the chance to talk to my son, is he cleared as a
Nope.
Nope.
When I say I suspect him, you should know it's very minor. We've gone over this, but I'll explain it again. Not long ago, Kira killed 12 FBI agents who'd come to Japan to assist us. They were instructed to follow people connected to the Japanese police. One of these agents, Ray Pember, exhibited unusual behavior before he died.
I understand, and I was one of the people Ray Pember was investigating before he died. It only makes sense I'd be a suspect.
He didn't tell you that though.
Nope. To be more precise, there's no one else you could suspect.
I find Light's deductive powers quite impressive. He's always quick and to the point.
Ryuga, I'd like to help with the investigation. My father has erased any doubts I might have had regarding your true identity. Also, I'd like nothing more than to catch Kira so I can prove once and for all that I'm not him.
This is a time in your life when you should be studying to become a police officer. It won't be too late to join us once you are done.
What you mean? By then you might be dead.
Who knows how many years that'll take?
Yeah.
Besides, don't you remember my promise? That if something ever happened to you, I would find Kira and make sure he gets executed.
I refuse to believe that my son could turn out to be Kira.
Then you're an idiot.
This doesn't seem. And any person who has come to possess this kind of power is cursed. No matter how you use it, no true happiness can be.
This is probably his way of trying to speak him out of it if he is Kira.
Yeah.
I think you're absolutely right.
I'm not gonna listen to his dad though.
If Kira
What kid
is
does?
just a normal person, let things run their course and the truth will be revealed.
I can't take this anymore. Put yourself in my position. How do you think it feels to be accused of being Kira?
It was one of the worst feelings ever.
What if you were to lock me up for a month in a place with no TV or any other kind of access to the outside world and keep a constant watch over me?
Would any normal person be willing to go to such extreme measures to clear their name? That's no good. I can't do anything that would deprive you of
I wouldn't.
human rights.
Even if I knew I was innocent.
It's for the investigator to take suggestions from a suspect.
I understand.
Don't worry so much. Be patient. It'll become apparent to us if you're not Kira. And listening to that conversation between you and your father, I was almost convinced you might not be him.
Almost convinced.
Here, Mr. Young.
Oh, one more thing. I know I agreed to help with the investigation, but I don't think I'll be able to do much until my father is healthy again.
Yes, of course. Well then.
Hideki Ryuga. Ryuzaki. He's the L I've been fighting this whole time. What is his real name?
You know, there's one way to get it.
Yeah.
Are you not Kira?
Ryuk. Huh? I never once felt cursed since I picked up the death note. In fact, the thought never even crossed my mind. I'm happier than I've ever been, all thanks to this power. I'm going to create a perfect world.
That's a lofty goal.
Unless you feel cursed or happy to have a notebook. I leave that sentimental crap to you humans. Normally, humans who come into contact with a Shinigami have nothing but misfortune.
Oh.
That's interesting. But I have no intentions of repeating that pattern.
Well, I hope you're right about that.
What is this crap? Don't tell me this is your idea of a proposal. Listen, you people must think that just mentioning Kira's name is enough to get us the ratings we need, huh? Well, you're wrong.
Lately.
Idiot! I don't pay you to complain. If they won't give you anything, then get creative.
Make something up.
Mr. Demagawa, sir, this is for you.
What is it? So who is this from? Huh?
What?
Now this is more like it. This is what I call a story. It's almost too good to be true. A message to the world from Kira.
Yeah.
If you do not broadcast these tapes, I will kill your company's board of directors one by one. Who wouldn't air these? If this is for real, our ratings are gonna go through the roof. Holy crap! I'm so excited I feel like I'm having a heart attack here.
And so he felt like he was having a heart attack.
Hey, don't just be shouting those type of words out, man.
Man. Another game of cat and mouse by the looks of it. All these fake gestures to try and win each other over, to try and win each other's trust over, and try and find out if one of them's going to slip, right?
Yeah. Then you had the tennis match. Had me feeling like I was watching Wimbledon.
Yeah, Wimbledon. Roger versus Nadal.
On grass. Had the crowd all there, like just the basic practice game. They got umpire. They got those
the linemen.
The linemen, yeah. Like, listen. With every episode, I just think we're seeing the cat and mouse, the back and forth between the two, and it's just becoming that more interesting. The thought process. Obviously, we've seen how smart Light is from episode 1, but it's how quick his mind moves and the thought process in terms of how he's digesting things at the speed he is. Just watching the game between them, basically second guess their ideas as to why they're doing certain things and trying to think what the other person's thinking, and that in itself is just it's interesting to me.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like they're too smart for it. They're too smart, and I don't know. I guess eventually one of them will slip up, right? And it will progress the story in a different direction. But as it is right now, I can't see how they're going to do that. They're way too smart. They're not falling for each other's tricks, which in itself is interesting and compelling to watch. So we're gonna have to see what happens.
Yeah, and then obviously you've got Light's dad having a heart attack.
Yep.
And then obviously, I mean, it ended in a way. You've got the TV company looking for scoops, and then you get this mysterious, letter. I think it's a fake, personally. That would be my guess. Like, it doesn't seem like a move Kira would make. I have to spell that out because we do not know if Light is Kira, but Kira,
Or Light sent it to the company as insurance for a little scheme that he's got going on.
I don't know. I don't think, well, I definitely don't think it's Light because I think he's innocent.
Yeah, okay.
But like we always do, guys, let's go into the Shocker Boy Awards.
Let's do it.
MVP, who you going with?
This is a tough one because I don't necessarily think there was someone that stood out throughout this episode. I'm going to give it to the TV director. I'm going to give it to him.
What?
I like that.
He's trying to get the scoop. He's doing his job.
Well, by making stuff up, man.
He's not making anything up. He's got information.
Sounds like they're using the general, the media.
He's got an information he can't hide from the public. So I'm going to give him the MVP.
He sounds like a bum, right? One of those bosses you don't want to work for. Horrible bosses. Oh man. Okay. MVP for me, I'm gonna go with Light.
You go with that.
I mean, the more chances obviously he gets to be close to L without obviously being tagged as being Kira. Only works for him. Obviously he won the tennis match.
Yeah.
And he's able to kind of, just keep one step ahead, which is what he needs to do, I guess, if he is Kira. Obviously his dad had a heart attack and that was a nice little out for him.
Because he was kind of tripping.
Yeah, I mean, unless, again, if you're saying it's Kira, that was part of his plan to make his dad have like a fake heart attack but not die. But I don't know Death Note could work like that. All I know is, any name in that book could die straight away. So again, it just feels like that was just a random situation.
A random one built off from stress, right? Yeah, that's possible. Yeah.
So yeah, he gets my MVP. Biggest L, who you going?
I'm going to give the biggest L to the dad. And it's not just because he had a heart attack. It's just because he's just being naive, man. He's not looking at the cold hard facts. Okay, even if you want to say that Light is not Kira, yeah, we can say he's not, yeah.
Yeah, because he's not been arrested for being Kira.
No, we can say that he's obviously a suspect, and there's plenty of reason to suspect him. Yes, there is. Otherwise, why would he have been investigated by Ray Pemba why would Ray Pember, after he investigated, like suddenly
he was
disappear?
invested by Ray Pember.
Why would his wife? Why would
family members?
Why would and Ray Pember's the only one that mysteriously disappeared or had something to do with all the other agents getting killed off. Think about that. The evidence just leads towards one person. It's just so funny that the rest of the police, they can't tie it together, because you know the smoking gun that they need to say Light is Kira is missing, but to completely say that we shouldn't suspect him or there's nothing there that's shady about him or anything like that, that would be incorrect.
It's not incorrect because they've been surveilling him.
Yeah.
People are dying outside of the watch, and it's got nothing to do with
Yeah,
him.
but we saw why they were dying outside of the watch.
No.
He had the TV in the crisp packet.
I don't
He
recall
was
that.
writing on the death note with his left hand.
I don't record that. I don't record that.
You don't record it?
Nah.
So it's alright, we got to record it on YouTube. No, I'm gonna give it to the dad. He deserves it. Not because he hasn't come out and say, oh, you're Kira, because no one can say that. There's not enough evidence. Just for the fact that he's being naive to think that, you know, his family shouldn't be suspected at all, that anyone that's related to him shouldn't be. I think that's stupid.
I mean, I'm gonna go with the dad too. You know, catching L for getting a heart attack. Working too hard. You know, he's getting stressed from his boss.
Yeah.
Not giving him anything, and you know, the longer it goes, you know, just can't catch. You know, Kira. So of course he's gonna get the biggest L. And then on to a final award. I Forgot You Were Even in This Episode, also known as the Andrew Wiggins Award. Who you going?
I'm gonna go with I could have made it really easy and gone with Light's mum, but I feel like we've been giving her a hard time, so I'm gonna go with Watali instead. We saw him opening up the door for the limousine to let Elle back in, so I'm just gonna give it to him just for that. I feel like you introduce a character and you don't, you know, if you're gonna show him off, at least give him a few lines or something like that. He didn't do any of that, so I'm gonna give it to him.
I'm gonna go with Ryuk.
Okay.
I mean, we're not really, like, we've seen Ryuk, but we're not really getting much from him.
Not yet.
Last couple of days. And obviously, this is a story about Light, so I'm guessing you wouldn't expect to see Ryuk. What I thought was interesting, the one thing I picked up from him, which he did say, is, you know, any human that comes in contact with the Shinigami and has them attached, misfortune follows them.
Yeah.
So in my head, it's going to be quite interesting to see what he means by that. I'm also intrigued to see that other Shinigami that said he was coming up to the world to see Ryuk. Ain't seen him yet. But yeah, I would give it to Ryuk only because we're not really seeing much from him. Obviously, he's just kind of that shadow. Just following. Yeah, I mean, he's having a good time. I did find it interesting that he dodged the tennis ball, even though I don't think the tennis ball can hit him.
I think it would have hit him, and yeah, it would have, because he's been able to
pick up apples, right?
Pick up stuff, right?
But he can go through walls though.
Yeah, it's a bit of a funny thing. I guess he can only do it when he consciously wants to do it. And at that moment in time, a tennis ball was coming at him, and if it hit him, it would have made Light even more suspicious, because it would have been like, wait a minute.
Well, it would have made Light suspicious. It would have just been weird to see a tennis ball just go and drop. Well, that's a wrap from us guys for this episode.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think in the comments. Let us know if you agree with our picks for the awards, and just let us know what you think about this back and forth between Light and Nell. No spoilers, of course.
No spoilers.
Let us know if, you know, Death Note is your favorite anime of all time. In fact, let us know in the comments what your favorite anime is. Be interested to know what that is from you guys. But like always, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Be the first to know when we upload new content. And if this ain't your first time, don't be a pagan. Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, peace.